Hi everyone, super happy to welcome our amazing WalletConnect community at this live stream, at this town hall today. We are gathering here with our amazing partners and our amazing WalletConnect team. So it's going to be a heated discussion with some sneak peeks and some pre-announcements revealed that other people will learn much later. So it is a very fun moment for everyone to tune in and hear about the latest news from WalletConnect. Before we jump straight into our topics and our subjects for today's discussion, I want to share who's joining us. So, of course, I'm Helena. I'm the community lead of WalletConnect, and we have Pedro and Nacho from the WalletConnect team. We have amazing Felix from the WCT Cabal creators group. And then we have Robert from Blockworks, Debbie from Privy, Yala from TokenPocket, Daniel from Omen, Benny from xMoney, Israel from Blokko. And today we are going to cover lots of topics about all of these different amazing partners and their projects and their integrations with WalletConnect. We are going to start with a very brief intro word from Pedro as usual. So let me just bring Pedro here on the stage. Hi Pedro, how are you doing? How's it going? What's the weather like? Tell us.
The weather is amazing, and so glad to be here in Portugal. I was not present with the heat wave, as many have. We had the beautiful Atlantic Ocean to cool us down.
Perfect. That's perfect. And we are going to talk a little bit more about Portugal today. So I'm very excited about that. This recent announcement from World Connect have actually brought up a lot of discussions from the community. We've just recently shared that World Connect passed, WCT token, and Wallet Connect passed the Blockworks framework, the transparency framework standard. I would love to start with that. First of all, Pedro, tell us, how was that? Did they question you a lot? Was it hard?
They always do. They always do, but they're just doing their job. And honestly, it's an amazing job because it kind of brings that legitimacy that crypto really needs. There's a lot of good projects out there that are really spending a lot of time of doing things right. And for us to actually show that we're doing the things right, it needs some structure. And that's what the Blockworks team did. They created that structure. They created the right questions, and we made sure to answer them all. It's already the second batch that we've done this, so we're really proud to have scored again very highly. And I think this is a great initiative to really put us in the map as like one of the key projects in the space.
Hi, Robert. So happy to bring you on the screen and get you as the first speaker of today. Can you set the tone with a quick introduction about yourself and Blockworks? What do you guys do outside of the token transparency reports? What's the deal?
Yeah, hi. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to speak about the TTF and everything related to it. I spent a lot of time on it, but in total, Blockworks isn't just the token transparency framework, it's many things. We started the organization around 9 years ago, focused primarily on media and events. And you'll know us for Digital Asset Summit now and Permissionless, two of the largest events here in crypto today. And something like Digital Asset Summit got around 60% of the top executives from top TradFi companies like a handful of JP Morgan and other companies like it. But I think we transitioned from a media events company really to a product first company. And what that looks like now is we still have all this media function that is handling all of our distribution. And then we go into our product first organization that's focused on data analytics and also the issuer console as well as the underwriter experience. And what Blockworks really sees itself as doing is connecting both the investor and the token issuer. And so what Pedro was touching on was just one part of how we do that today. And we can talk about all the other ways that we want to initiate trust in on-chain markets. And I'm sure we'll get there, but I'm excited to briefly chat about the TTF.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the intro. And well, let's jump straight into the TTF. Such a cool abbreviation. What does it mean? If you had to explain it in like 2 sentences for people that are not deep into the crypto trenches.
Yeah. So you own a stock today and you know what you own. You own the company. But you buy a token and you don't really know what you own at all. And so what the token transparency framework does is fix that problem. It's oftentimes really hard to find out the truth behind a token. And it's not only impossible to find it in one place, but it's difficult to uncover. So what we're trying to do is make sure that there is a uniform disclosure standard where the truth for any token can be uncovered in one place. And what I think is so great about what WalletConnect did was not only did the disclosure standard get fully complete, you guys also went above and beyond to complete it. And so what does that look like and what does that mean? We have 2 different standards. There's a B1 and a B2, and the B2 is sort of continuous disclosures. And we have optional questions in the continuous disclosure that go way beyond what any other organization in digital assets traditionally does. And an example of this is disclosing off-chain financial income statements. And that is what WalletConnect did. It's one of the first in the entire industry to do that. And I don't want to underweight the decision to do so, because in the future, I believe token holders will remember these decisions and it will reflect in the way that they interact with the community.
And how did you select the projects? Like, what is the process of getting into the report? Do you outreach projects? How did we get the honor to be there?
Yeah, I think selecting early in days for the token transparency framework was definitely something. Now it's anyone can participate. WalletConnect was, of course, an early participator. As Pedro mentioned, this is the second time you filled out the framework. And it was among the first 15 that were on the TTF and were committed to token holders. Now today, anyone's welcome to log in to ir.blockworks.com and fill out their token transparency framework alongside WalletConnect.
That's a very great approach to do this in a decentralized manner. Well, Pedro, tell us more about your point of view. What do you think is important about the token transparency framework? I've seen your Twitter post, so everyone that does not follow Pedro on X, please do. But can you share more about your view on the reporting situation in our industry, on the transparency situation in our industry, and the importance of the Blockworks work?
I imagine like in the future, whether it's called TTF and B1 and B2, like this will be mandatory for all projects to do. Like, you know, in order for a digital asset to be investable in the first place, this will be a requirement. But being one of the first on this initiative showcases that not only we're essentially self-regulating ourselves, but we're willing to go above and beyond to disclose and legitimize ourselves amongst the thousands and thousands, almost maybe hundreds of thousands of assets that are out there. You know, the technology has enabled essentially permissionless issuance, but so is the transparency framework that is permissionless. But it doesn't mean that everyone will do it, you know? So we are not doing it because the government told us to do it. We're doing it because we believe this is what the community deserves, to feel confidence that we're achieving our milestones. We're appealing to actually complete the roadmap, and we actually care about everyone being heavily involved and actually share what we're doing.
Yeah, you almost answered my next question, but I feel like for all of the token holders watching us right now, and I want to give a shout out to everyone that's joined the broadcast on X, that's leaving the comments. Please do so. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments and we will go through them. But one of the big questions is always, well, what's the deal for the actual community, what's the deal for the actual token holders, what can token holders actually learn from this report, and what should they understand from the data or from the information provided.
Well, for me, my point of view is really about having that confidence that what's happening behind the scenes is really what we actually have said in public. This means that we're not just making promises, we're actually delivering on those promises. We're making commitment of disclosing that these have been achieved. It's very hard to have a project that moves fast and is also transparent, right? A lot of projects have done this by creating these DAOs where the community is actually actively voting in every single decision, but that just made for a slower project. If we want to make a project that is really fast and only involves the community on like key milestone decisions, then we also have to find a mechanism to disclose the smaller decisions that have been made throughout that process. So finding a balance between disclosure and speed is where this actually finds the great balance between we still have governance, community is still involved in key decisions across our roadmap, but we also have to make smaller decisions to keep the project going at speed that it's necessary to deliver on those promises. So with this annual like transparency report, we have that accountability while still having the ability to have the speed.
Thank you so much. Robert, well, I want to ask a little bit more about the future plans that you have. Is there going to be the B3 one for the token transparency framework?
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be other types of disclosure standards that exist in this industry. Right now, we're really focused on the B1 and B2 and continuing to push market adoption just because it's right for the industry, as Pedro is mentioning, and it is purely opt-in right now. I think in the future, there could be different types of disclosure standards dependent on jurisdiction, but that depends entirely based on the outcomes of legislation in Europe and also here in the US. So I don't imagine there'll be a new one in the next 3 months, but if there was, it would probably be focused on wrapped assets and things that were similar to RWAs.
And where can people learn more about Blockworks, about the transparency reports? Where can our community members follow you guys?
Yeah, you can learn at blockworks.com/token transparency, and you'll be able to follow everything there related to Blockworks news on what disclosures are being announced, how they work, who's in the Transparency Alliance, which we didn't really talk about today, and what we're trying to do here in US policy. I think all of that's super exciting, and on a very high level 30-foot view. We're partnered with Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US, Franklin Templeton, have around $400 billion in market cap supporting the TTF to make sure that our industry continues to mature into the place that we know it can be.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the introduction and for starting our town hall today with a very important topic on the WCT token. Thank you so much, Robert, and thank you so much, Pedro. But we are going to be moving forward, and now we will jump into the other important topic that we have for today, which is the topic of the WalletConnect Pay integrations and the WalletConnect Pay development. Hi Debbie, hi Nacho. I'm bringing Nacho on the stage. This is gonna get much more fun than it was. Thank you so much for joining, and I am very excited to hear more about Privy's integration with WalletConnect. Well, before I pass the mic to Nacho, Debbie, can you introduce yourself? Nacho has been on the live streams already, so well, our viewers already know him, but what do you do for Privy and what does Privy do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Debbie. I'm the head of marketing for Privy. I also oversee the brand and ecosystem strategy for Stripe Crypto. And yeah, I guess I've been with Privy for a little over a year now. And we built wallet infrastructure to make it easy for anybody to hold to hold, manage, and grow their digital assets. So excited to be here.
Thank you so much. Well, Nacho, I'm just passing the mic to you. You are our best MC. Please tell us what's happening with WalletConnect Pay and what's the previous role in it.
For sure, Debbie. As always, nice to be on another panel. A little bit different this time from the previous opportunities. We've been working with Privy for the last, almost since its inception, over the last year, focusing a lot on payments, on use cases. Privy today supports and provides wallet infrastructure to a lot of applications. Most of them payment applications, but it's not only the only type of integration that we have. Maybe you can walk us a little bit of like the impact that having like WalletConnect support as part of the previous stack and the overall stack that you have has been impacting a little bit your ecosystem from your perspective as well as you did those kind of things. And yeah, we can go from there a little bit deeper into the role that you guys are playing within the payments space.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as Pedro mentioned, we've been supporting WalletConnect, or have integrated WalletConnect for a really long time. I think obviously the huge benefit is giving access to over 100 different WalletConnect supported wallets. So for those who want to use Privy and connect an existing wallet that they have, they can do so really seamlessly with WalletConnect.
We have added also at the beginning of the year for the embedded wallet support on Privy to also add as part of WalletConnect Pay. Walk us a little bit of how customers use Privy's embedded wallet, not only for their applications, but also to build their own wallets. How has been rolling along? Do you have seen a lot of adoption on the product? How's that coming on 2026?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think, Privy has grown a lot, even in a short amount of time that I've been here. I think today we have over 140 million accounts across 180 different countries. I think we have over 2,000 teams that are building on top of Privy, and we're processing, we're seeing transaction volume of over $18 billion a month. So really kind of huge global scale. And I think it's a huge step in making kind of payments or like internet native payments accessible to everyone, and is part of building this borderless global economy.
We've seen Privy evolve from something very small and very beautiful into something enormous today, as part of a bigger picture as well. Walk us a little bit of what's Privy's role within, obviously, the general Stripe stack that you have. You said about like the crypto ecosystem. What's the role that Privy plays there within Stripe, and how you guys are seeing the evolution of crypto payments over the next couple of years?
Yeah, for sure. I think like, a lot of people, I think in the beginning when they used Privy, they saw it as like an easy way to, quote unquote, onboard people to crypto, to make it really easy to give people their first wallets. I think increasingly the expectation has evolve along with what the market needs, and that it's not so much about like getting onboarded, but it's about how do we give people a home for their money on the internet. And I think we're seeing that also reflect in the types of use cases. I would say historically it was a lot about crypto native builders trying to reach kind of mainstream users, if you will, like so somebody that would like has never had a wallet, like how could they expand their user base to make it easier for people to get on chain. And I think now what we're actually seeing is almost the opposite, where we're working with a lot of enterprises and fintechs who have been around for a long time, and they are the ones who are trying to get on chain for the first time. So they're looking at how do they bring their existing user base and introduce all of the benefits of the on-chain economy, whether it's like access to DeFi yield, or even like for example, connecting to WalletConnect Pay, which we will talk about, or like linking balances in their wallets to cards, so that they can also spend that balances in the real world.
At the end of the day, it's giving them the accessibility, right, to be able to use it. Crypto has been here for a long time. Stablecoins are not new, are not last year, it's like 5-6 years ago, and what's been missing is the infrastructure. How do you see Privy's role in changing the way merchants and like this enterprise that you mentioned start accepting more of the concept of stablecoins and these digital assets over the next couple of years, or at least what are you seeing from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of this, it won't happen overnight. I think we are extremely excited about like cards, like issuing cards linked to wallet balances, because that way we're kind of combining the traditional infrastructure that exists today with the new financial rails that are crypto and stablecoins. And so I think what that means is that when you issue a card, the payments still settle on traditional, Visa and MasterCard. So the merchant themselves don't have to change anything about the way that they accept payments today. And then on the back end, we're able to kind of settle the transfer, like converting it from stable coins and then into fiat for the merchant. So I think that's kind of like phase one. But I think I think phase two of adoption is really, how do we take stable coins as they are today and really turn them to everyday commerce where merchants are gladly accepting stable coins, because obviously that yields several benefits to them, including kind of lower interchange fees. And so I think that will take time, but I think we're confident that over the next several years, people will start to see the benefits of it. And maybe it's also about having these two things exist in parallel. I think stablecoin only transactions benefit use cases where the average order value is on the lower side, right? Where like when you take like a certain percentage of it, then all of a sudden you're not left with more. So I think we'll start to see kind of maybe different business models or use cases evolve, and then I think that's what I'm really excited to see develop.
Nice. To close up a little bit, the first one is, what do you think is going to be that unlock? Because like you say, it's not going to happen overnight. Sorry. What do you think is like the unlock that we should be chasing as an industry to make that happen? And also where we can read a little bit more about Privy and what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always that saying, like, little by little and then all at once, right? So I think, it's about really finding that wedge that has that strong product market fit. Like I mentioned, I think low average order value transactions is something that I think will be really, really interesting for like kind of everyday commerce. I think another is also figuring out like for cross-border payments, right? So I'm in Tokyo right now. Like, I don't have to think about like converting my dollars to yen, and I can just like draw down from my stablecoin balances in a really easy way. And I think once merchants realize that, gives them an extensive amount of additional business at lower fees, that will hopefully start to unlock more adoption. And yeah, in terms of how to follow what Privy is up to, definitely follow us on X and LinkedIn. It's Privy_IO, or check out Privy.io, our website, for all of the new things that we're constantly shipping, and we ship a lot. So
amazing. Thank you a lot, Debbie, for joining us today. We'll see you in a next panel.
Yes,
most surely.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Debbie. And we will be moving forward with the topic of the WalletConnect pay integrations and the product developments and our amazing partners, because I am bringing Daniel on stage. Hi, Daniel. Super happy to have you here. And I am excited to hear more about Omen. And let's start with that. What is Omen? We can see that you are a founder. So we know your role. What does Omen do?
For people to trade prediction markets on Polymarket. And I think that the original thesis came from, access to markets has largely been democratized. Like anyone in the world can trade on Polymarket, but not everyone has access to capital. So what we will do is we will stake people with up to $100,000 to trade on Polymarket.
Interesting. Tell us a little bit, like, since when you've been live, what's the status of the product at the moment, and what makes you a little bit different from the rest?
Yeah, so we've been in open beta for a few weeks now, maybe 3 to 4 weeks. And the status of the product is anyone can go to, omen.trades/funded and then get started. You can buy an account, and how it works is people purchase an evaluation, and the goal is that you have to make a certain amount of money before you can lose it. And if you can do that, then you'll qualify for the funding. And there's no limit on, how much money you can get funded with. Let's say someone has like $100,000 accounts. They could have $10 million of funding in theory to trade on Polymarket. So that's the status of the product. It's live, and we've been using WalletConnect Pay, since I think the very beginning. of accepting payments, and that experience has also been really great. Yeah.
You stole that a little bit from me. You released with WalletConnect Pay was one of our first applications going live today with the product. How's that been up for you? And also, I want to understand a little bit better, like what's the role that you guys are playing within the finance space? Like this is something very new. I've been using the application for the last couple of weeks, like testing, going over it over and over again. And yeah, I think it's a really cool thing that you guys are building. So walk us a little bit of how that, like, what are you seeing from a crypto payments perspective into what you guys are doing, and also what's the role that you think you're going to take? That you are going to take within within this new world that we are chasing.
Yeah, so from where we're sitting, we still do process payments over, using credit and debit card as well, and also WalletConnect Pay. And I think the really huge unlock here is the success rates that you can get from using crypto or accepting crypto as a method of payment. Oftentimes for cross-border payments, and I guess especially in like trading industry or something that payment processors might label as high risk, the failure rates might be quite high. But in crypto and WalletConnect Pay, I think barring some few exceptions, almost every transaction has completed successfully. And I think that's the huge unlock, right? And I think Debbie mentioned, smaller average order values are probably interesting to crypto payments, and I think that's true. And we have noticed that there's been a lot of appetite to use crypto payments over even credit cards. So I think that's pretty interesting. And as I mentioned, we've seen success rates near 100%.
Yeah, 100%. And something that we've seen a lot is that people are more willing to use their crypto, especially in this type of use cases, investments, trying to get a little bit more than just necessarily spending it on the day-to-day. Tell us a little bit, where can we find a little bit more about Omen? How can we follow you? How our community can start looking more into what you guys are doing it? And as part of this, you are an open beta. Is that an open beta for everyone, or there's something that we need to sign up until we can use it?
Oh no, the beta is open for everyone, and anyone can find it. As I said, omen.trade/funded. And then how you can follow me on Twitter at the Daniel Jung. It's just my name. And then there you go.
Amazing. I'm going to thank you, Daniel, a lot for being here. We'll see you in our next check-in. I think it's next week. And yeah, Elena, back to you.
Thanks, Nacho.
Thank you so much, Daniel. And hopefully we see you in our upcoming town halls with more news about the WalletConnect integration and about your progress as well. And let me bring Israel on the stage. Well, we now have the majority of the Spanish speakers on this stage, and I'm very excited for that, guys. It's crazy to be surrounded by amazing people that always smile and are very friendly and nice. So, thank you so much for joining, Israel, and tell us more. How are you so nice and so friendly always? Not that, but what does your company do? What do you do at Blokko? What is your business?
Thank you, Lena. Do you hear me okay?
Super perfect.
Perfect. Muchas gracias, Nacho. Thank you, Nachito, for being here. So basically, Blokko is an APM company. That means that we process alternative payment methods. That means anything that is not a credit or debit card, okay? So basically, because of our experience, I have been in this industry of payments for around 28 years. And because of that experience, we have reached our previous contacts in acquirers, aggregators, processors, ISVs, ISOs, and we are offering them an easy integration to WalletConnect through us. So basically, we are like a gateway between all these companies and WalletConnect, okay? Also, I prepared some slides, but okay, I'll tell you about them. So basically, today we are announcing our full integration between WalletConnect and Blokko. Okay, this is in production. So right now, any acquirer, aggregator, or ISO here in US, in Mexico, or in Brazil can call us, and we'll do the integration with them. Okay. Also, during Bitso's stablecoin conference this past June 15 and 16, we began merchants activations in Mexico. The event was in Mexico City, so we began activating some merchants with you guys, basically doing promotions, okay, like the ones that you have with for coffee and these kind of things, because as Privy were mentioning, we see this as a payment method. So we have to spread the word. We have to tell everybody now you can pay your coffee, your hamburger, anything with this integration using stable coins, because stable coins are here to stay, and this is the new economy. I call it the 3.0 economy. Okay,
Israel,
we are.
you've been
Yeah,
here. Yeah, sorry, we've been here for 28 years. I wanted to a little bit like touch on that. Like, how are you seeing this like 3.0 economy? Like, you think it's something really here to stay? How is this impacting what Blokko is doing in the space?
Yeah, sure. Why it's impacting? Because if you think in the corridors, basically what we used to call remittances, that these are not anymore remittances, are money transmission between accounts, basically. Many people are using them to receive, but then they change into their fiat local money. So I think that the next step is to hold those stable coins in their wallets, many, in this case, 700 different brands of wallets, and use those wallets to pay locally in their store, what we call in Mexico la fondita, the little store, the little restaurant where you eat daily, the changarrito, that means the store at the corner. In Brazil, they call the same. So basically, use these stable coins to pay everyday things, like Privy said.
Amazing. Where can people? So we understand that Blokko supports APMs online, also on POS devices, correct? And we are launching with that. We are starting with that piece.
Yes. Here is the POS, man.
Here is the POS, indeed.
And in fact, we have a demo if you want to see that. If you want, okay, because I'm ready here with the screens. But basically, we see this as a great moment to connect everything, anything to you guys, to WalletConnect, so we can offer the service in any device. In fact, last when was it? It was on May. On May, we launched an integration with a Mexican software called My Business POS. These guys have been in business for 30 years. So now 1,100 nationwide distributors can offer WalletConnect to their merchants. And that means they have around 100,000 licenses around the country. So now their distributors can offer the service to their clients.
Amazing. Israel, where we can read a little bit more about Blokko, how we can keep in touch with what you guys are doing, and also recommend, for those who are from Latin America, recommend it to our friends and family to obviously try and use them.
Sure. Reach me at our webpage, obviously, is www.blokko.io, Blokko.io. And also you can reach me through my email. It's super simple, Israel@blokko.io. And also our social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We are posting everything that we do over there. And also, by the way, I was missing one more integration with a company in Mexico called Possible, and it's for unattended kiosks. So like KFC, McDonald's, etc. So now with this integration, people can pay in these unattended kiosks using WalletConnect. Okay.
Amazing. I just dropped my follow on the LinkedIn. I had it on my social media.
Thank you. One more.
Israel. One more, 100% from there. Israel, thanks a lot for joining us today. Thanks a lot for working with us. Amazing to see the WalletConnect option as part of the...
And here's WalletConnect, okay?
Yeah.
So next time we'll do a live demo, okay? So you will be
100%.
with your, or you want to start and pay it. Okay, we'll do it next time. Okay, we are
Let's
ready.
do it next time for sure.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much, Israel.
Thanks a lot,
Super
Rafael.
Thank you,
exciting.
my friend.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Super exciting. I took the screenshots. We will share this quick demo on the socials, and we definitely have to invite Israel for an actual demo live for everyone who's not in Latin America but still wants to try WalletConnect Pay and at least see how this works. I think it's always very interesting. But let me bring Benny on the stage because we have one more very, very interesting topic to discuss. And before we start, I'm going to say, well, this is something that is a secret yet. So we're going to share a little bit of a secret with our viewers right now. And this is very exciting for me because we love bringing sneak peeks and things that are not yet announced to the people that are watching our live streams. And it's been like 40 minutes of this live stream. So if you're still here, well, this is an exciting moment because you're going to learn something that nobody else knows besides, well, WalletConnect team. Hi, Benny. How's it going? Can you tell us more about what xMoney does without yet revealing all of the secrets?
Yes. Well, I'm very happy to be here for having me. I'll try to tell as little as possible, so to not announce anything that which is not announced. It will be hard, but first of all, let me tell you a few things about xMoney and what we are doing. We are building a regulating payment infrastructure that connects both traditional finance with the new digital asset economy. And we at xMoney, we are focused on at least four main directions. One of the direction is crypto acceptance or crypto acquiring for our merchants, where we help businesses accept crypto payments from users who want to pay with their digital assets. And we help businesses receive fiat, so they don't have to bother with everything related to crypto, to blockchains, and such. We also work with fiat acquiring, so we are supporting traditional payments via card payments with MasterCard or Visa, and we help merchants manage their settlement and reconciliation in a familiar way. Third, we are offering a crypto on-ramp and off-ramp for users. So we make it easy for people to move between fiat and crypto assets. And fourth, we also have a white label issuing solution, with which we have helped the businesses and consumers to give them the ability to launch card products under their own brand. And they are connected to the xMoney infrastructure, meaning fiat and crypto rails. So across all these directions, our goal is simple: make payments seamless for users, and also simplify the whole financial operation for businesses. And we operate within a regulated framework, which is very important because it allows us to bridge crypto and fiat in a way that is practical and usable in real commerce. So yeah, in simple terms, xMoney helps users pay in whatever way they want, and we also help businesses accept and settles and manage those payments without their bothering with the complexity behind the whole infrastructure. So yeah, this is what we are doing at xMoney.
A whole payment solution stack. No matter what you have on your pockets, with xMoney, you can use it. And where is most commonly to find like xMoney? Is mainly in Europe? Are you outside of Europe as well? Tell us a little bit about that. And also, how do you see from your perspective stable coins and crypto payments adoption? As someone who oversees a product and engineering in a company that, again, covers much more than just that. So interesting to hear your perspective.
Yeah, so we operate mainly in Europe, but we also have merchants and clients outside Europe. But especially on the fiat side, we are regulating the Europe zone, so EEA, actually the 30 countries from EEA. we have the lessons passported across whole Europe. In terms of crypto and stablecoins, what we noticed actually from our operations, we saw that in the last year, people were willing to pay more with stablecoins than with any other crypto. So I think that this is what we saw both on on-ramp and off-ramp. Actually, on off-ramp, they are off-ramping from stablecoin, and on the merchants crypto acquiring, I think most of the payments are done via stablecoins. So I think, just to put like this, stablecoins are here to stay and are here to help the worldwide economy. I think it's very easy to move money around. And then talking especially outside Europe, because in Europe, it's still easy to move money around with SEPA Instant. But when we talk about global economy, I think stablecoins is the answer, at least for now. And this is what we are believing, and we are building towards this actually.
Amazing. And in the topic of building, tell us a little bit of what's coming new soon, or as soon as possible, with xMoney in the space. Anything that you would like to share with us without like maybe doing too much spoilers. We've been working a lot under the hood to make things like this happen.
I will say a little bit about what we are working with WalletConnect. We did use WalletConnect on our payment acceptance on the crypto side, but what we are working right now with the WalletConnect Pay is that we saw an opportunity where using WalletConnect Pay, we can enable users to pay actually in any currency they have on any blockchain. So I think this was one of the things that trigger us to expand our integration, to enable the users via the swap capabilities to pay in, let's say, USDC on any change, even if, for example, you only support Polygon or Ethereum. If you have USDC on Base or on any other chain, we saw that WalletConnect can help us with this. And not only the swap functionality, but also the easy connection and transaction management. So I think that WalletConnect is present in most of the major wallets right now. So our integration actually will help users connect with their own wallet, sign transaction easily, and move funds around without them copying addresses or copying balances and amounts to send. Just connect, select the currency you want to pay with, sign the transaction, and that's it. And we are building on this. And this is mainly for our e-commerce offering, but we also have some plans in going, let's say, offline or on site, mainly in shops or directly on various ways where the people can pay physically, not only online. And I'm very happy also about this integration, because we'll launch something soon to enable people to pay in stores, actually, not only online.
So where can we follow you and the xMoney team to know when those things are going to go live, so people can then go rushing into testing them?
Yeah, so we have our own website, xmoney.com, but we are very present on X under xmoney.com Twitter account. So you can follow xmoney.com on X, also on LinkedIn. And we announce everything that we launch and we do there.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Benny, for being here with us. And really looking forward for what is coming next. So people stay in tune with xMoney and WalletConnect on socials to see where you can find us.
Yeah, I can't wait to launch this and to announce it. Thanks a lot.
Amazing. Thank you, Benny. Have a great day.
Thank you. Oh, it's so exciting. We have so many people asking for all of the secrets to be revealed ASAP. And it's very nice to have things that are coming up and going to be shared very soon. Well, thank you so much, Nacho, for making all of this happen, for working tirelessly with the whole product team, the engineering team at WalletConnect. This is huge to be in the middle of all of the integrations, of all of the announcements and everything, and still keep calm and keep and keep friendly and keep happy. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And we will move on to talk a little bit more about the fun community stuff that we have happening at WalletConnect now. So I am going to add Felix on the screen. Hi, Felix. It's so nice to have you here. This is our amazing Mr. Greenity that everyone has seen already. I cannot believe if anyone says that they have not seen Mr. Greenity yet. Well, welcome. And
Thank you.
know that you visited Lisbon recently. Tell us.
Yes, exactly. So first of all, thank you for that invite here. I have the feeling I can't even compete with all these legends that have been up here today. Like really, really good town hall. Not gonna lie, shout out to you guys. And yes, I've been in Lisbon at the NFC Summit. And of course, when you are in Lisbon, people might already know that the first pilot is already live in 94 Degrees Cafe. And funny enough, I was away, like my Airbnb was actually like 500 meters away from the 94 Degrees Cafe. So that was the perfect fit. And I have to admit, it was such a smooth experience, like for real. And that was something that I was really impressed by, because I thought at the very first time when I've been there and when I then finally had the opportunity to pay with WalletConnect Pay, that it's going to be like a longer transaction process. But I actually made a video about this as well and kind of stopwatched the time that it took me to make my payment. And it was in total like 18 seconds. But I also have to admit, I had to like type in the wallet that I was actually using, because I didn't pay with MetaMask. I was paying with Phantom at that point. So actually, you probably are even faster than that. So I would say around like 13, 14 seconds. And if you now compare this with a credit card payment, right, and you have like conversions that you have to do and whatever you could imagine, then this takes up the same amount of time. So it's as fast as if I would tap my card onto something. And that was something that where I was really, really stoked by. It was a really, really good experience. And yeah, I mean, in the end, you even get like the little receipt where it says WalletConnect on there as well as a proof. And that was pretty cool. I have to admit this. So yeah, a very, very smooth experience. And I am super stoked to see a global rollout for this as well, which is probably going to take place at a certain point. Also now with Europe, with the new MiCA laws that they basically introduced, where it's a little bit harder to work around with your crypto. I think this is a very, very smart solution to, offer people, to have a direct crypto payment option, which they haven't had before, especially here in Austria. So I live in Austria, and Austria is not really like digitalized. Of course, you can pay with card, right? But in this region where I live, for example, there is not really that much of digital currencies, right? Where people are like so keen to work with crypto or with whatever you could imagine. So for me, this would be a super, super, great opportunity, to be fair, to directly make use of my crypto in a payment system rather than working around all these conversions and then, I don't know, sending money to this card and to this card. Like, it's a very clean solution. And yeah, I made a very good experience with this.
Super happy to hear. And we are going to have something happening in Lisbon. That's why I'm bringing Pedro on the stage once again. Hi, Pedro. Hi again. And can you announce? I'm gonna give this opportunity to you to share this fun news to our community. What's gonna be happening in Lisbon?
Well, first of all, obviously, we're going to gather everyone to go to the 94 degrees. This will be on the 25th of July in the morning at 10 a.m. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're going to be there all together. We're going to grab some coffee and we're going to pay in crypto, of course. You have to experience it yourself. As you heard Felix, there's nothing like you doing it yourself. But most importantly, there's going to be a lot of people across this week. It is the On-Chain Lisbon week. And throughout the On-Chain Lisbon week, we're going to be giving 100% cashback. Yes, you heard it, 100% cashback. So that means that basically every time you pay, let's say a $5 coffee, you will get $5 worth of WCT as cashback. So it is not free coffee, but you do get 100% cashback. It's a small caveat, but an important one to mention. And I'll be joining, of course. I mean, it is Portugal. I have to come. And it's an amazing weather. I will be there. and I can't wait to see the WalletConnect Club. Yes, I love the new Twitter handle. I have to celebrate that.
Yep, so happy to have the new handle and have the upgrade of our visuals for the community. I don't know if anyone noticed, but we've had a new logo and it's looking very nice. Yes, for everyone who's based in Lisbon or is coming for it Global, Pragma conference, or anyone who's around. Well, Europe is a little bit easier to move around and to come to different places. Please come join our event, our meetup in the morning of Saturday, July 25. And of course, please feel free to try WalletConnect Pay, get a coffee, and get the full amount reimbursed in cashback. So it's almost a free coffee, but you do the payment in the first place, and then you can try WalletConnect, and you will know what WalletConnect Pay is like. And thank you so much, Pedro, for being here today, and of course for planning on joining our activations, because this is always very fun to catch up with the community.
And I'll see you guys on Saturday in person. So be there or be square.
So it's the next Saturday for everyone who's a little bit lost in the calendar during the summertime.
Oh, yeah,
it's
not this Saturday, the next Saturday, the following
next Saturday, gathering in Lisbon. Moving on to the next activation that we are gonna have very soon. I'm bringing on Yella from TokenPocket. Hi, Yella. It's so nice to have you here. Before we talk about things that are going to be happening, can you do a quick introduction? What do you do at TokenPocket, and what does TokenPocket do?
Yeah, thank you for inviting. I'm Yella from TokenPocket. Well, TokenPocket is a non-custodial multi-chain stablecoin wallet trusted by over 35 million of users worldwide. And at the core, we help users securely manage their digital assets and access different blockchain networks, dApps, trading, and payment experience through one wallet. So one of our main focuses right now is making stablecoin easier to use in everyday situation. The first area is stablecoin free transfer and gas payments. Supporting networks, TokenPocket allow users to transfer stablecoins with zero gas, or directly use assets such as USDT or USDC to pay network fees. For example, a user may bridge USDC to Arbitrum but have no ETH available for gas. With TokenPocket, they can use transfer or use those assets without first purchasing or bridging ETH. The goal is quite simple. Once stablecoin arrives, it should be ready to use. We also provide zero gas campaigns via different networks on daily coupons for network fees. Many people love that because it really solves the worries of gas payment. And the second area is the real-world payments. So we integrate WalletConnect Pay to make the on-chain payments more practical and easier to complete. Through this integration, TokenPocket users can pay directly with their wallet across different networks and merchant scenarios, whether online or in store, while keeping the experience simple, consistent, and familiar. We already support multi-chain stablecoin payments across EVM networks, and in the upcoming version, we'll also support Solana-based payments. This will give users more flexibility in choosing their preferred assets and networks, while benefiting from faster confirmation and lowering transaction costs, as mentioned before. Ultimately, we want TokenPocket to be more than a place where users manage their assets. We want it to become a practical gateway for transferring, trading, and stablecoin payments with WalletConnect Pay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It is very nice to have you joining us here today, but not only because I am excited to share with our community that we are going to be co-hosting a merge booth, a pop-up experience at CoinFest Bali. So once again, this is a sneak peek that nobody else knows, and this is yet a secret for the community that is just following our socials, but not for the people that are joining our town halls. So I am very excited to share a little bit more on that. We are going to be partnering with TokenPocket to bring an amazing pop-up experience for everyone who is attending CoinFest Bali conference. Well, Yella, can you tell us more? What can people expect? What's gonna be the pop-up experience for them, and what's gonna be the TokenPocket's role in this pop-up?
Yeah, the CoinFest Asia pop-up is about turning on-chain payments into something people can experience in real life. Visitors can come to the booth, choose from a selection exclusive merchandise priced between $1 to $5, and complete the real purchase using WalletConnect Pay through TokenPocket. So we will also provide some beautiful merchandise like t-shirts, caps, bags, and the latest version of our KeyPal hardware wallet. So it's not just a product demonstration on the screen. It's a real merchant experience with a real on-chain payments. And I think TokenPocket's role is to provide the wallets and user-facing payment experience. We want the entire journey from opening the wallet, scan the QR code, choose an asset, and confirm the payment to feel simple and familiar, even for someone trying on-chain payment for the first time. So our team will also be there to guide users, answer questions, and collect direct feedbacks. It's quite important because real user feedback helps us improve the payment flows and understand what is still needed before stablecoin payments can become part of everyday life. And I think WalletConnect Pay provides the payment infrastructure and merchant connections, while TokenPocket brings the capability directly to user through the wallet. Together, we want to show that stablecoin not just assets people can hold or trade, they can also be used for simple real-world purchases.
Oh, you're muted, Helena, by the way. You're muted.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, because I am a very big fan of our pop-up experiences. So for me, hearing about the pop-up, organizing a pop-up is always so fun. And I am actually going to bring a quick photo recap of our previous pop-ups here on the stage for those that have not attended our pop-ups in Cannes, in Hong Kong. We've had a couple of very fun experiences happening already. So, oh my God, Felix has the t-shirt. This is what's gonna be happening in CoinFest, and we are inviting everyone to come join us to be here at the CoinFest pop-up and try WalletConnect Pay, try paying with TokenPocket, try to get the actual payment flow, payment experience, and to actually see how crypto payments work now and what is the integration, what is the WalletConnect development that we are talking about throughout this whole time. So this is going to be very, very cool to gather our community in Asia, and we will have a couple of more happenings in Asia. So I'm definitely recommending everyone to follow our socials, to stay tuned to all of the next activations. And Yella, can you share more where people can follow TokenPocket and hear more about TokenPocket's activations and fun campaigns?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. And we have our official website, tp.xyz. And also, people can follow us on X and join our official Telegram channel. And to join the Bali pop-up, you can also register directly via Luma, right? Perfect.
Thank you so much. And I am looking forward to meeting you and the team IRL in Bali. And this is going to happen just in 1 month, actually. So everyone, if you're near Bali in 1 month in August, please join us. And thank you so much, Yella, for joining today.
Thank you.
And now, since we're left just the two of us, and I see Felix texting with Israel on the background, we can talk a little bit more about our community activations because there is plenty of those. So, Felix, can you tell us more about WCT Cabal? What are you doing with WalletConnect? What's happening?
Yes, of course. So I had the pleasure to join WalletConnect. WalletConnect Cabal itself, like a couple of months ago, I think 3 or 4 months ago. But I'm already been working with you guys through campaigns since the beginning of this year, and I have to admit it was an amazing experience because And it's not just about the product itself and the opportunity to create content, right? But I also have the feeling that all the people that are being part of this are like very much aligned and are very much on the same page. Like everybody wants to drive this, on-chain payment structures that you guys are offering even further. And of course, on the other hand, with being part of that, we also get a couple leaks here and there that nobody knows yet. So this is pretty great. And I would definitely recommend also to the people, of course, to follow up on the WalletConnect creators, because there you see these leaks, right? That is not like publicly announced yet in the WalletConnect club or on the WalletConnect main page, basically. And that is a very cool experience for me as well, because it gives you a little bit of this. Yeah, I'm part of this, right? I'm not just like on the side note and creating some content for WalletConnect, but it really feels like I would even say like a little bit of a family as well, right? Where everybody is super supportive with each other's and just want to drive this even further. Of course, there are also other opportunities out there also for people that are not part of the WalletConnect cabal, right? You have different bounties basically that are ongoing. So testing purposes for demo versions, for example, and also a couple of other things. I mean, you will have probably a better insight on what kind of bounties are live as of right now. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool that there are also opportunities for people that are not part of the cabal still to participate in there and even gather some WCT out of this as well. So for me, so far, the experience is pretty cool. I'm super happy that I'm with you guys as of right now. Probably gonna, let's see, maybe we can even handle a little bit of a batch there as well. But yeah, so far, definitely a very great experience, cool people in there. And I hope that this family grows even more because, yeah, who's not bullish on on-chain payments, right? I think this is what everybody's striving for as of right now.
True.
Making proper use of your crypto.
True. Thank you so much for such a great feedback about WST Cabal. And yes, I see a lot of questions from the people asking how to get in the Cabal. So there is a very simple way. Well, it's not very simple, but it's clear, at least it's transparent, right? So there is
True.
two things that you can do on the creator track, and there is in total 5 different tracks on how you can contribute to WalletConnect. And all of those tracks you can just simply find at community.walletconnect.com. So if you're looking to join any of the WalletConnect campaigns, if you want to become a contributor, you just go to the contributors hub, and you can open all of the bounties and all of the campaigns and all of the quest details right from there. And if you want to be a creator, if you want to start doing content with WalletConnect, it's very simple. You just go to the community hub and you can find all of the content bounties. So for example, right now we host 2 clipping challenges for those that know how to do clips, how to do highlights from the live streams. So in case you are that person, you can just go to the content creator section and you can see the clipping challenges here with all of the information, how to join, all of the links, guidelines, everything. And if you want to be a Cabal creator, either you just create different content pieces at the bounties and I review those so I can see your publications and your profile, or you can find our X page, which is called the WST Club, and you'll see WST Cabal creator job advertisement. It's not a job, not a full-time job, but it is a role, it is a contributor role with WalletConnect. That's very important for us, and that's where you can find all of the details about joining the Cabal or applying to the Cabal in particular, and you'll see the forms, the rules, like anything you need in there. So again, want to join WalletConnect and contribute to WalletConnect, go to community.walletconnect.com or our Twitter profile that has a lot of different information in there as well. Well, Mr. Greenty, can you tell our community how to follow you and see more WalletConnect content from you and more spaces from you?
Of course, yeah. I mean, my main page is definitely on X. Like I'm a crypto DJM basically somehow, right? So you find most of my stuff on X, and that's pretty easy at Mr. Greenity, but it's also at Mr. Greenity across all social media channels. So regardless where you look into, you're gonna find me there. So yeah, for anybody that wants to follow along, like here and there, we even have some I also had the pleasure to host you in a WalletConnect space as well, which was definitely super, super interesting. And hopefully we will have some more like these in the future as well, probably when we see some more announcement or when there is a little bit of a pile so that we can work through a 1 hour conversation or something like that. So yeah, for anybody that is interested, of course, stay tuned. But I would also recommend to check out the WCT Club account and watch out for these affiliates that you have in there, because there are a lot of amazing creators being included there as well. So it's not just about me, but also about the other legends that are participating there as well. And of course, also for the people that are not part of the cabal, you can create content about WalletConnect any given time. Just a quick tip on the side.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for working, collaborating with us
Thank
for
you.
such a long time. It's just such a pleasure, and I am very happy to see our t-shirt. Super, super nice. We're
It
gonna
is
have
here.
just a couple of t-shirts in Lisbon, so anyone who's around Lisbon, come grab a t-shirt as well. And it's
Cool.
gonna be a different one, so it's gonna be the national Portuguese sweet instead of a croissant.
Ooh. All right. All right. Now you got me hooked. Now I
Yeah.
need to drive. Now I need to fly out to
Yes.
Lisbon.
Yeah, I'm trying to persuade you, obviously. Well, thank you so much. And as
Thank
we
you.
are gonna be wrapping up, I am just going to, oh my god, why am I so huge? Like, this is better. I'm just gonna answer a couple of questions that have been coming through from the community. And first of all, thank you so much for your comments, and thank you so much for all of the for all of the feedback that you're sending. We have a couple of questions, and one of them is very important, which says, could the team share its long-term vision for WCT beyond staking and governance? What key utilities, incentives, and ecosystem benefits are planned to drive sustainable demand and give everyday users a strong reason to hold WCT? And that's a very good question, which is also a huge question and a very long answer that we should give, which is the suggestion, the feedback that the same person is sharing later on about the extra or like a blog post. But I am just gonna say that first of all, keep an eye on the WalletConnect governance, because we will be sharing some proposals very soon. There is a proposal regarding staking pending right now, and we're working on that to make that happen. And then second, please check our governance forum and our recent proposal, because we have actually just recently posted a proposal and have voted for a proposal to allocate a budget in WCT for the WalletConnect Pay incentives, and that is going to be a big priority for us moving forward. WCT is definitely on the radar. We're never abandoning that, or we're never trying to pretend that WCT is not an important element of the ecosystem. For sure, we have the WalletConnect network, we have WCT, we have WalletConnect Pay, and we have Freon and all of our integrations. Lots of things that constitute a huge ecosystem of WalletConnect. So WCT is a part of that, and an important element, an important piece of the flywheel to make sure that all of the system is spinning and producing a great result. So we will be sharing more on how WCT is going to be incorporated in the WalletConnect Pay solution and in our other ecosystem elements. And we will be talking more about the next steps of the proposal that we have recently voted for, which included the budget for the incentives with WalletConnect Pay, as well as buybacks, and as well as an idea of discovering more incentive programs and more complex incentive structures. If you're interested in that, if you want to hear more about these DAO things, about this token things, the decentralized blockchain things, please follow our socials and go to our WalletConnect governance forum, because that's where the discussion is happening. This is all very important for us, and of course this deserves a huge discussion and a big platform. So that's what we are looking to continue doing, and we are looking to ramp up and make sure that there is a lot of updates that are shared with our community. With these town halls, we are also trying to share as much updates as possible about the product development, releases, and updates. So if you have liked this town hall, if this was interesting, please like this video, share, subscribe to WalletConnect and WCT Club, and join our Discord. And I will see you very soon on our other town halls, and also on the government forum and the snapshot page, and all of these different platforms that we have for the same amazing community of WCT holders and WalletConnect users.